Welcome to the Salvitrader channel. Let's get started for this week. The first analysis I have for you guys is gold. First, let me start with the monthly, all right, because the monthly shows that we have a bullish, structure, and we should be looking for buy entries. However, that doesn't mean that sells entries are not allowed. Why? Because we can take counter trends, and we have a supply zone here. Okay, this is a valid supply zone. Why? Because this drop, all right, this massive drop, removed this support and resistance structure. That's the first thing. Also, this supply zone removed this demand zone right there. All right, see how it got removed. So this is a valid zone. I'm not gonna mark it because it's already there, and I like to keep my chart as clean as possible. Then let's move to the weekly. On the weekly, I don't see anything, but on the daily I do see an entry. The price looks more clean. Okay, first we have the monthly supply. All right, all this zone is a monthly supply, and on the daily we already have a daily supply. We also have a peak right there, rally based drop. However, this is not valid yet on the daily. Why? Because this low right there has not been removed. It seems to me that the price will remove this low on the daily, and once that happens, so I'll go ahead and start looking for sell entries. However, on the 4-hour time frame, we already have something that looks clearer to me. First, we have this level on top of level, so that's basically the low, the week of the daily bullish candle. So that's still there. So the trading plan on this one will be a removal of this zone. Okay, I need the supply to engulf the demand right there, and then we can expect a retracement to the supply zone, and right here we can start looking for sell entries. That's the trading plan for this one. You can take the supply even, you can take the sell entry even if the demand zone on the daily is not removed, because on the 4-hour time frame we already have a demand zone being removed, which is this one right here. Okay, that one has been removed already. See the wicks. But for more confirmation, for a safer entry, we can wait for a daily demand being removed. Okay, so the daily demand will be this one. All right, but the 4-hour confirmation will be this one that has been confirmed. So that will be up to you if you want to wait for the daily demand being removed, or if you're gonna take the sell entry once it retraces to the supply on the daily. That's totally up to you. So let's check another. The next one I have is Aussie Cat. Let me start with the monthly first. We are at a supply zone. Okay, the supply zone starts from this bullish candle all the way down. On the weekly, we might consider this as a CP. Doesn't look as clean as I would like, but that's what we have. But on the daily, we do have a supply zone very well formed, which is this one, and this is in alignment with the weekly trend line. All right, I think this is a monthly trend line as well. Yeah, pretty much is a monthly trend line, weekly trend line, and the higher time frame structure says that we should be looking for sell entries. Okay, so let's try to get a short. Let's try to get short on this pair. On the 4-hour time frame, it seems that the price is consolidating. All right, this is like a distribution phase. So what I'm waiting on this pair is this support level being removed. All right, so if that level is removed, we can go ahead and take the sell entry. Be aware that, you know, this is a monthly, weekly, and daily supply zone, and we also have a trend line. So there might be, you know, massive willing supply right there, you know, massive short traders trying to, you know, trying to sell this level there. The proximal line has been tested already, all right, has been touched. So, you know, pretty much this is the entry for supply and demand traders. And yeah, if you like to wait for confirmations, you can wait for the support resistance structure being removed. All right, the support being removed. If that's removed, so then you can try to get short at the retest of the support, now resistance, or a retracement to the 4-hour supply zone responsible of removing this structure on the 4-hour time frame. Pretty much we have the exact same thing, because we have the same thing on the Aussie Yen, I guess. Many Aussie pairs are good for sell entries. Okay, see this trend line on the weekly, and you know the rule says that you can take all CPs once. Well, you can take all the CPs if the trend line is intact. So I like this level. Right there. This is a weekly supply level. On the 4-hour time frame and on the daily, this has been confirmed. However, the main reason why I just don't want to take it, and I will rather wait for one more bullish impulse, is because the level is still fresh. You know, see it right there. The price hasn't touched the level yet. So if price touches the zone, then I will definitely try to get short on this pair. So pretty much this will be like a false breakout, like a false, you know, structure, because in the end the price can still try to, you know, get some spikes there and then boom, drop. I hope you get the idea or what I'm trying to explain. And once again, the main reason why I wouldn't like to take this trade anymore right here from the 4-hour supply zone is because, you know, the level is still fresh, hasn't been touched. Same thing we have on USD, Aussie USD. All right, this is the weekly fresh supply. Let's check the weekly. It's the same thing, but the price, you know, hasn't touched the level, and that's the main reason why I wouldn't trust that much this 4-hour supply zones, even though they remove, you know, demand zones and trend lines. So that's my opinion, and that's how I trade it. But yeah, I want, or I will rather wait for the price to touch the level, you know, at least a spike or a week to the level and then drop, because here's where the liquidity is. So I think that's what I have for the Aussies. Let's check the other pairs. Okay, the next one is Euro Aussie, and you know, I said last week that many Euro pairs are looking good for buy opportunities. See, the monthly trend line is going up. See the weekly level right there. This is a CP valid zone, also going up with a very good and strong departure. So That's the main reason why I like some euro pairs for buy opportunities. So let's go to the daily and see this supply zone there being removed here. Let me go to the 4-hour time frame, which is my entry time frame. That level has been removed. Okay, we have a double bottom reversal pattern here, and this level being removed, this trend line being removed. So now price gets back to the level. So the rule says that here's where we can take entries. So this is a daily level on the daily, but looks much better on the weekly. Okay, so this is the weekly zone. So in the 4-hour time frame, which is my entry, we can mark this level. No, we can mark this level for our entry, or at least here's where I'm trying to get long. So market opens on Sundays, but Sundays, in my opinion, I wouldn't recommend to take entries. So I rather wait for Monday and the start of the Asian session for me to start looking opportunities. But yeah, definitely this is one of the entries I will try to get. I will try to follow throughout the week. On Sunday or maybe Monday for the New York session, this level could probably be removed. Okay, so that's why I wait for Monday on the Asian session for me to try to look for opportunities. That doesn't mean entries, just for opportunities. So the following day I can make the entries. So yeah, for supply and demand and under supply and demand methodology, this is a good opportunity for us to get long, but also there might be a liquidity down there, so price can go even deep in the zone. Okay, do something like this, go deep in the zone, and then boom, go up. As long as this level holds and as long as this level is not removed, the buy orders are still valid. Okay, so that's the trading plan for this one. Pretty much wait until Tuesday or Wednesday, I don't know. And yeah, wait for a mid-week reversal and then try to get long on this one. Euro GBP is the same scenario of as Euro Aussie. The monthly, I just got, the weekly. Let's check the weekly. On the weekly, I have this CP pattern that removed this supply zones, and I've been waiting for this demand zone for a long time because I'm expecting a huge rally from this level. Okay, as per the rules, the rule says that you can take entries with no confirmation on fresh levels and original levels, and this is a fresh level. And also could be original. And I have this trend line here, and I'm just waiting for the price to remove this trend line, and also remove this supply zone here on the 4-hour. This supply zone, okay, from this candle. That's what I'm waiting. The price hasn't done it yet. I'm still waiting. And on the 1-hour time frame, if you know some things about liquidity, it's very obvious that stop losses might be located there. Why? Because this support has become very obvious. and very accurate. And once we have accurate levels like this support, let's go to the 1 hour, well, let's go to the 30 minutes. See the spikes there, see the wicks there, that means liquidity. And there might be many traders trying to get long from this support. They will be trying to buy the support. I'm not saying they are wrong, I'm just saying that they just let me see where the stop losses are. So if they are looking to get long from the support, pretty much they are seeing something like this, okay? And I'm not saying that's bad, I'm not saying they are wrong, I'm just saying their stop losses are below the support. So that's where the market goes, you know, it seeks for liquidity. So if the support is removed, I just know that, you know, they might be in panic, and this is the demand zone. So on this one, and this is up to you if you want to wait for confirmations or if you want to take your entry at the proximal line. That's totally up to you if you agree with my analysis. But yeah, pretty much that's what I'm waiting for confirmations. The level looks very good on the daily, very good. See this strong rally. This is a very good CP on the weekly, but you know, sometimes it's better for us to wait for confirmations rather than taking entries because they are fresh or originals. But you know, that's your decision. I think I have one more. Let me check. And the last one is GBP CHF pound versus Swiss franc. It's basically the same scenario as the Aussie pairs. Okay, we have a ZP right there. Okay, the ZP is responsible of removing this demand zones. But let's go to the daily so we can have a better look. Yeah, that's the daily level right there. Let me move it here. This is the proximal line, this is my distal line. Okay, so that's the daily level. Very good and strong drop. And one thing I like is the fact that the price has stopped there and has started to consolidate right there, you know, before touching the level. That's one of the things that we need to evaluate is how the price returns to our level, because if price returns so fast, that means that probably the level will be removed. There might be some other traders that might disagree with this statement, but I mean that's how I learn, and based on my experience, that's how it has worked. But anyways, this let me check the 4-hour time frame. See how price is like, you know, compressing here. Okay, that's one of the things I like, and it's basically the same stuff. Okay, we first have a trend line removed. Okay, but this level right there has not been removed. Okay, this level has not been removed, and we need these two things being removed in order for us to try to get short. So this might be like a false breakout of this trend line, and price might bounce from this demand zone and go up and touch the level, which is what I want and which is what I'm expecting. To touch this proximal line right there, and then, you know, apply the same stuff for confirmations. And that's basically the same thing for GBP JPY. See, this is the supply zone, daily fresh supply zone is the same scenario, and see how price is returning to the level very slow, and it's like it seems like the price is having a hard time trying to get to the level, and that's one of the things I like, because based on my experience, when we have scenarios like this is when we have a violent move to the upside or to the downside, just to touch the level, because that's where the liquidity is. Okay, that's where the liquidity is. And when the candle closes on the daily, looks like this. Looks something like this. I've seen this many times. So that's what I'm waiting on this one. That's what I'm waiting on GBP CHF, GBP JPY, and the last one, GBP USD. It's the same thing. See, they are showing me the same thing, and also I'm waiting for confirmation. This is a swap zone or breaker block if you study ICT. But anyways, that's basically it for today. That's what I have for this week. If you want more content, you can go to you can follow me on Twitter, which is where I share my entries. Here's where I share my entries, and if you want to follow me there and being updated, you can follow me on Twitter as Salvitrader. And I think that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoy and learn, and most important, let's profit from this analysis. Thank you very much for watching. Till next weekend. Bye bye.